everyone, this podcast will provide you with some specific points to consider as you're moving through the comprehensive needs assessment. We will be having site visits in March, and these feedback sessions that we're asking you to gather and to do should help you in that planning process. Obviously, we have a lot of experienced administrators at DA schools. We also have a lot of new administrators. So we're putting this together in hopes that we provide a systematic framework for things to think about in gathering feedback for the upcoming year. It's always important before starting any project in our school around continuous improvement to think about our mission and our vision. Our mission is to provide a world-class education for all students, and our vision is to ensure that our students will achieve success in college, career, and life. We have developed 3 priority areas to assist us in our mission and vision: high-impact instruction, data-driven decisions, and collaborative culture. Pasco County has a continuous improvement process that starts in August and runs throughout the year. At this point, you should have just completed your mid-year reflection of your success plan, and you'll be going into your comprehensive needs assessment pieces in order to formulate your upcoming year's goals. You'll notice that this is an ongoing process and will be finalized in May. I will be sending you some data points via email in regards to your school. These data points will go through Q2, and you should be receiving them in the upcoming week. These data points are specifically related to your Gallup, your quarterlies, early warning systems, and other data. It just provides a one-sheet comprehension piece for you and your team to review. So let's talk about that March visit. Essentially, you'll be having a team come out to meet with you and your administrative team or the leaders you would like to include in the conversation. The idea is for you to take all of the data points within your building and really synthesize the information and think about what support you will need in the upcoming year. You'll want to be concise with your thinking and also have a draft of some potential success goals for that meeting. Now, in this podcast, we'll be talking about some data pieces that you'll need to collect yourself. You may not have this completed prior to the March visit, and I'd advise you to continue to collect that data, and it's definitely a preliminary plan that you're producing to us in that March visit that we'll revise and adjust as we go throughout the year through the end of May. You will have the data points coming to you this week on a one-page sheet. Additionally, some things that I will be asking for you is I do want a list of vacancies the school has had this school year. This would include the specific position, the length of time it was open, and also how you filled the position. I will be attaching a spreadsheet to the email that I send you with this podcast that you can use to provide that information. I'll want it at the March visit, and then additionally I'll ask you to update it again at the end of May. This gives us an idea of some of your critical shortage areas in the building before the FSA results come out. Additionally, at that meeting, we ask that if you have the iRead or iReady program at the elementary level, that you do include during that feedback session time for the site visits, that you include reports of the progress of your students and how you've used it. If you're a secondary school, we ask that you provide ALEX reports. Hopefully, as we go through this process, it'll give you some key ideas of what direction your school needs to go in order to take it to the next level. Part of the comprehensive needs assessment process is gathering stakeholder feedback. This is a critical part of ensuring that all voices are heard in the process, and also that we're building collaboration through our improvement processes. For turnaround schools specifically, we are actually having some district-led feedback sessions and walkthroughs. Turnaround schools include Hudson Elementary School, Gulf Highlands, Gulf Side, Pasco, Cox, Northwest, Colusa, and Sunray. So for these schools, in what we're about to talk about, district will be conducting these sessions for you. In our other DA schools, we're asking that principals take the lead on this important feedback. For the feedback groups, we will be asking you to gather information from 3 specific stakeholders. We'd like you to have a parent group, a student group, and a teacher group. For the parent group, we recommend 10 to 20 parents for input, or you may use your school advisory council group. For the students, we recommend 2 groups, one with your high-achieving students or your leaders in your building, and the second group to include your at-risk students. Obviously, these different student populations will have different viewpoints on items that they feel need to be included within their school day to support them. For the teacher-led groups, we are asking for at the elementary level that you meet with each grade level team. So that would be kindergarten through 5th grade. For the secondary level, we're asking that you meet with each subject area. So that would be English, math, science, social studies, CTE, and ESE, and reading. You may include other groups as you see fit. It is anticipated that each of the group meetings that you hold take approximately 30 to 40 minutes. Again, these individuals will be familiar with your school and the improvement that's needed, so it should be a good conversation. In the email that you received with this podcast, there were also questions attached for you to use for the stakeholder feedback sessions. Feel free to adjust these questions to fit you as an individual. These were provided as assistance to help you through the process. We want you to feel comfortable with the questions you're asking and to have them be useful for you in the improvement process. Additionally, you should have also received a collection form of feedback. We are asking that you bring to the March meeting or a future meeting your overall trends that you've gathered from these feedback stakeholder meetings. Please include this information as part of your success planning. Turnaround schools will have a scheduled walkthrough in April conducted by district. The purpose of these walkthroughs are to gather trends and to see where your instructional practices are within the building. For schools that are not turnaround, we are asking that principals gather a leadership group to conduct walkthroughs in your building before the month of May. I would ask that as you gather this information, you also think about your Marzano observations. How does the Achieve the Core walkthrough compare to the overall observations that you're conducting in your building? What trends are coming through? What does it look like? For these walkthroughs, really and truly, you should time them to keep them to just 2 hours within your building and then focus on the overall results of the data. We think it's critical that not only do you have stakeholder feedback, but you also have walkthrough data as part of the success planning process. Ultimately, we want you to use all of your various data points in order to build your success plan for the next school year. In the continuous improvement process, we want you to think about what professional development you need in order to improve your staff's professional capacity, which leads to greater student achievement and ultimately helps us prepare all students for college, career, and life. For next school year for DA schools, we do see a weekly support from content area specialist, and for non-turnaround DA schools, we see a twice a month support for DA schools. Hopefully this will assist and provide the foundation needed to move our schools off the DA list. After you complete your stakeholder feedback sessions and your walkthroughs, we recommend that you think about how you share your celebrations and your next steps. It's good to get teacher involvement in on the success planning and to get their thoughts and also to connect it to research-based strategies. Obviously, this is a process, and so when we meet in March, we do know with the short turnaround with the walkthroughs and with the stakeholder feedback pieces that you may not have all of those completed, so you'll continually work on this plan with a final plan envisioned for May. Additionally, we'll be using our DA-PLC meetings so that you can hear other schools in similar situations or to gather ideas around best practices. I hope you found this video helpful. If you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me, and have a wonderful week.